Small businesses have ran America for many years for the jobs and money that help stimulate the economy. The American dream of building and owning a business was a goal that many accomplished. Our grandparents and parents grew up in a time where if you could dream it, you could do it. My papa and Meemaw moved to Corbin, Kentucky, where they would grow and maintain the first business in the town, the Corbin Drive-In. This little business grew into multiple businesses spanned across the town, which would include the Corbin Ice Company, a small restaurant called the Dairy Freeze, apartment buildings, among other business ventures. My grandparents, with the American dream on their side, raised a family while training my dad and his two younger brothers to help run their businesses. The strength and determination of my grandparents helped teach the three if you wanted something, you had to work for it, and which in turn was taught to their future grandkids. Small business helped sustain my family, which kept growing as the years went by. The greatest accomplishment being the drive-in that entertained Corbin for years until its closing, and the ice company that is still running today and is partially owned by my dad. But as my grandparents were making their impact on Corbin, another man was just starting his.
Corbin, Kentucky is home to someone who truly modeled what it is to have the American dream. This man's name is Colonel Sanders. Some call him a perfectionist in an imperfect world. I call him someone who had to face many trials over his lifetime and compromise with his way of life to get where he was today. When most people think of KFC today, they think of a global sensation. You can find it practically anywhere around the world, like Costa Rica, China, France. But did you know it started in my hometown? And that hometown is Corbin, Kentucky. He started out as a local business owner and owning a service station. There he would feed travelers who would come in that were very hungry, and it was an instant hit. Over the years of his lifetime, he struggled with many things, including family issues and promoting his chicken. But what truly opposed him was a plan announced in 1956 to build a federal highway bypassing Corbin, and this terrified him. Faced with the idea of traffic loss, Colonel Sanders had to compromise with the idea that he couldn't just stay in Corbin, Kentucky if he wanted people to eat his chicken. He had to branch out, and this terrified him. That same year in 1965, at age 75, he sold his interest in his company for $2 million. He packed his bags and started traveling the country. As he traveled around the United States, he started to sell his seasoning and his chicken recipe to other restaurants. His efforts and success began the world's largest commercial food service system. As John Brown Jr., the former KFC president and Kentucky governor, once said, "The Colonel was not only our founder and our creator, he was our leader and the driving force behind KFC. He was a living example that the American dream still exists."
Being a small business in America today compared to when my grandparents first started is drastic. The American dream my grandparents saw has changed for my generation. Decades of prosperity made the American dream once a reachable goal, but in recent years has become a nightmare. Due to the conflict and compromise of the national government have changed the landscape of business in America. Big government regulations such as overtaxation has led to money issues within companies. High taxes make small businesses unable to hire large amounts of new employees and give little wiggle room. Small businesses in our country today have either grown stagnant or dwindled down to nothing. With little to no money, most owners have no choice but to make it check by check or close down completely. The American dream for many generations have given hope to many young Americans to chase after what they want in life. But that same dream is no longer true for my generation and future generations. The conflict of government growing bigger and intervening with how owners run their businesses with rules and regulations have caused many people to look at running a business as a hassle. With harsh reality striking me young that running a small business is hard work, but my parents and grandparents have shown me that hard work is worth it. Working with my dad during the summer has shown me how hard he works to keep things running smoothly. This further shows the work ethic and responsibility taught to him by my grandparents. My dad, working alongside his parents, gave him the only thing he needed, and that was hope and work ethic to do anything. He grew up, married my mom, had me, my 2 brothers, and my little sister, and still works at the ice company that he has worked for his whole life. While my generation doesn't have the idealistic American dream, we have the harsh reality of the real world that will help us create a new reachable goal that defines our generation. The American dream is just an idea that didn't cause my Meemaw and Papa's determination or my mom and dad's work ethic. The lasting hope for America and business today is the teachings taught to us by our family. No idea made America what it was today. It was the people that had the determination to do so. I am truly grateful for my Meemaw and Papa, and without their years of hard work, I wouldn't be where I am today. I love them both for what they have done for me and my family. Even though I only got to spend a few years of my life with him, my Papa has truly impacted my life. My Meemaw has truly given me many laughs and fun times as I've grown up around her. I can truly say that she is the greatest grandparent and has impacted my life more than I can count. I love my Meemaw and Papa, and nothing can show how much I appreciate them. I look at how a little drive-in has given me one of the few memories of my Papa, as my Papa took me into the concession stand for some popcorn, or the time I was in his office and my dad dropped me off. I can thank small business for giving me that.
Summer has come and passed. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends. Like my father's come to pass, 7 years has gone so fast.
There's a picture. Cool. There's Papa and there's my picture.
Here comes the rain again, falling from the stars, drenched in my pain again, becoming who we are. As my memory rests, but never forgets what I lost. Wake me up when September